Today in this video we are going to learn about Adam Smith, English classicism 1723 to 1790. At his time, sometime when the classicism was came, he played a very big role in economics. So let's start. Okay. Do you agree that the main contribution of Adam Smith was simply to synthesize economic ideas put forward by his predecessors? Notwithstanding the originality and vigor displayed by the physiocrats, they can only be regarded as the heralds of the new science. Adam Smith, it is now unanimously agreed, is its true founder. Glad and Rist ने कमेंट दिया है एंड लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट इट. वी हैव टू राइट मतलब पहले इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहिए. Classicism refers to the body of doctrines held their sway in England during 100 years after the decline of physiocracy. Adam Smith and his followers, namely Ricardo Malthus, Mill, and Senior, propounded this doctrine. So Adam Smith has been played as the father of English classical economist and the leader of the classical school. This illustrious writers, philosophers, and economists were the followers of Smith, who made efforts for the development of the science of political economy by formulating new theories and expanding and illustrating the theories already propounded by their leader. मतलब ये सारे फॉलोअर्स थे रिकार्डो मैल्थस, मिल एंड सीनियर, जिन्होंने एडम स्मिथ की बात को आगे रखा, मतलब थोड़ा सा उसके अंदर अपना क्या दिया, योगदान दिया, अब कंट्रीब्यूशन करा. ठीक है, अब एडम स्मिथ के बारे में जान लें तो थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ लाइफ स्केच. लेट्स गेट टू नो अबाउट हिम एज वेल. Adam Smith 1723 to 1790 in this economics was born in a Scottish family on June 5th, 1723 at Kirkcaldy, Scotland. Kirkcaldy is a place in Scotland. He was the student of mathematics during 1737 to 1740 at the University of Glasgow, where he came in contact with Hudson, a notable philosopher of the time. इसने मैथ्स मैथमेटिक्स का स्टूडेंट था. ये 1737 से लेकर 1740 तक ग्लासगो की यूनिवर्सिटी में, और वो एक हडसन के कांटेक्ट में आया, हु वाज अ फिलोसोफर, नोटेबल फिलोसोफर. सम मे बी हु आर फिलोसॉफी स्टूडेंट्स मे बी read about him, studied about him. So let's now back to Adam Smith. He passed BA from Oxford University. He delivered free lectures, particularly on English literature and political economy, at Edinburgh for a very short period of 3 years. In 1751, he became the professor of logic and moral philosophy at the University of Glasgow. He had a very dynamic personality and was known as an absent-minded professor. His published work on theory of moral sentiments placed him in the first line of English philosophers. In 1762, Adam Smith was conferred the degree of LL.D. by Glasgow University. Later, he left the teaching profession and went on a tour in capacity of a tutor to France, Geneva, and Paris. In France, he came in close touch with Turgot and Voltaire. So he started writing his Wealth of Nations, a very big contribution, and इसको तो मतलब याद ही कर लो हर चीज़ के अंदर. वेल्थ ऑफ नेशंस, एडम स्मिथ. Though he started writing his Wealth of Nations in France, it could only be published in 1776. Later, he died at Edinburgh. True founder of political economy. He is considered as true founder of political economy. Unlike other eminent thinkers, Adam Smith was the product of environment. He had many influences during the time his economic ideas got maturity. Though Smith has hardly considered the sources of his stimulation, the study of his surroundings can easily reveal that none of the concepts of Wealth of Nations is original. मतलब बस इसके दिमाग की उपज थी, और मतलब आटोपियन था इसका थोड़ा बहुत. ठीक है. In fact, Adam Smith obtained inspirations from his predecessors and prevailing इनफैक्ट उसमें मतलब जो उसके वो थे ना, एक तरीके से पूर्वज होते ना, वैसा वाला, उनमें उनसे इंस्पिरेशन ऑब्टेन की, और जो उसके आसपास का एनवायरनमेंट था उसमें से. हिज फेथ इन द नेचुरल ऑर्डर वाज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम हडसन, हु वॉज हिज टीचर, और जो नेचुरल ऑर्डर के अंदर जो उसका फेथ था ना, वो हडसन के थ्रू आया था, जो कि वो टीचर थे. एज वी रेड अर्लियर दैट ही वॉज अ नोटेबल philosopher. Okay. He was an independent thinker and an ardent supporter of religious, political, and economic liberty. Adam Smith's theory of moral sentiments and his ideas of value, interest, and money were slightly based on the philosophical ideas of his teacher. यानी कि जो इसके moral theory of moral sentiment है, is और मनी है ना, मतलब थोड़ा सा ना फिलोसॉफिकल आइडियाज़ पे बेस है उसके टीचर के, हसन के बेस, मतलब हसन के जो फिलोसॉफिकल आइडियाज़ हैं उस पर बेस है. His predecessors. Let's get to know about his predecessors. Smith's economic doctrines also derived from David Hume, who was a philosopher and his intimate friend and associate. He published many essays on moral, political, and economic subjects. These essays reveal his ideology against the mercantile system. He criticized and opposed its single taxation system and also expressed the views on commerce, money, interest, and balance of trade through his many important essays. Both these great men influenced each other. As a matter of fact, in the foundation of political economy, Hudson trained his thinking, and later on it was strengthened and enriched by David Hume. Among other predecessors who left their impression on Smith's economic ideas were several writers and thinkers and philosophers, namely Sir William Petty, Dudley North, Sir Josiah Child, Josiah Tucker, Cantillon, later mercantilist, Quasney, and Turgot, physiocrats. These mercantilists were more liberal, who advocated later liberal trade policy. New environment. In the last quarter of the 18th century, many remarkable changes and happenings of great importance occurred, such as the Industrial Revolution, the American Declaration of Independence, the publication of the Wealth of Nations, and the scientific inventions. They brought about a radical change in the domain of economic, social, and political thought. Adam Smith also got sufficient ideas from the changed environment, accelerating industrial capitalism, mobility of labor, economic liberty, and large-scale farming, which enriched his wealth of nations. Heralds of New Science. Besides this, Adam Smith was deeply influenced by the physiocratic thought, particularly on freedom, natural order, circulations of wealth, and self-interest. Since physiocrats were his immediate predecessors, Coasne, Dupin, and Turgot vigorously strengthened his economic ideas. Physiocrats called themselves economists, who were also great thinkers and founders of the first school of economics. Their contributions in the development of economic thought were remarkable. They tried to separate economics from ethics, jurisprudence, and other allied disciplines of wealth, natural order, the theory of taxation, and in the formulation of his